Hello, dear one. This is a transmission of knowing and guidance that has been coming through me for years, and I'm so excited to share it with you today. This is for you if you are ready to stop wronging and shaming anything about what's happening in your body. This is for you if you're ready to feel inspired and proud and respectful of this incredible, wise, sensitive, intuitive being, vessel, soft creature body that you're in. This is for you if you're living with what the westernized doctors might call illness, or chronic illness, or pain, or fatigue. This is for you if you're living with high, challenging, or beautiful, rambunctious emotions. This is for you if you're living with anxiety, if you've simply got something going on in your body that feels like a change. And while there might be a part of you that's saying this is terribly inconvenient for my life and maybe I should make this pain or emotion or need or impulse or desire or arousal go away, there's a part of you that knows something really beautiful and strong and important is happening here. In any case, I'm so excited for you to experience it. Don't forget to put your responses, your comments, your questions in the chat. This transmission actually came through in a session that I did with a client. I never usually channel transmissions in client sessions, but this was the right thing at this time. May it support you to feel empowered, to feel self-love, to feel relief, to feel calm, to feel inspiration, to feel the knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. So much love. It was a clarifying of what I'm called to do at this time and allow through. And it was really grounded in the deepening of what I've been knowing for years. It comes down to this word hermeneutics, the lens through which we view something is everything. And when it comes to how we're viewing what's happening in our bodies, it's incredibly influential in terms of how we feel, how much pain we feel, how much pleasure we feel, and our capacity to heal. And we can liken this to imagine if there was a woman who was pregnant and she was living in a society where they didn't know what pregnancy was and they didn't know what childbirth was. And so her swelling belly would be received by the doctors with a lot of concern. And they would maybe say things like, maybe it's a boil, maybe it's an alien. We think something's really wrong here. And we know that pregnancy and childbirth, while they are a path to something wonderful and utterly needed, can be painful and very and dangerous even. And so it's very important that the mother receives respect and care and everything that she needs, not just vitamins and good food and rest, but also love and encouragement and a very positive frame with which to hold her experience and carry her through the challenges. And she needs people around her, particularly when she's in childbirth and particularly at the point when she thinks she can't do it anymore, who says, yes, you can. There's other people who've done this. I know it feels like something awful is happening here, but this is important. It's good. You are strong enough. We see you. This is going to be wonderful. A miracle is happening. So, this I think is really easy for us to grasp in our societal context. And it's very important when we're looking at what is happening in the bodies of millions on the planet at this time, but is not commonly recognized by the establishment. So, what is happening is that our bodies are decolonizing. Our bodies have been colonized not just in India and in Africa, but even and particularly in the westernized world, where there's been even more left brain thinking, perhaps even more tyranny and mistrust of nature and the body and pleasure and sex and freedom and being organic and alive and connected to the earth and the moon and the sun and all of this. Perhaps particularly in the westernized world where the body has been increasingly seen as a vehicle for productivity. We've been encouraged for hundreds, if not thousands of years to suppress our emotions, to mistrust our instincts. And a good body has been considered to be a body that can work 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day. A good body has been seen to be one that doesn't let emotions or intuitions or cyclicity or softness or the need for rest get in the way of being productive and being able to show up and get things done no matter what. So I'm just going to take a breath with that and let those words land a little bit. And so if we look at that idea of what the body should be and how the body should behave, that's utterly devoid of this fact that we are in the great unraveling now. We're in this shift on the planet that has been prophesied for millennia by almost every indigenous community on the planet, that we would come here now and we would return our world from fear to love. And in order for that to happen, in order for us to step out of the insane ways that we've been living with good intention for hundreds and thousands of years, we need to change, not just mentally, but physically, profoundly, somatically, because the disconnection that has happened, not just through how we've been thinking, but literally through the ways that our bodies have been distorted to become numb, hard, productive thinking, stuck in the right side of our bodies, stuck in the left side of our brains, disconnected from the brain of our heart, disconnected from the brain of our bellies, disconnected from the innate, utterly true knowing that we are one with the earth, with the waters, with the animals, with each other, which has enabled us to harm each other. It's enabled us to think that war was the most right option over and over. It's enabled us to pollute the oceans, to pollute the earths, to hurt our own bodies, to keep going when we were too tired, to create lives that did not feed us emotionally and even intellectually, that did not feed our souls, that's created education systems that don't inspire our children and medical systems which don't really know what we are and what we need to quite a degree. All of that has been almost a synthetically natural outcome of us being disconnected from the true natures of our beings. And so necessarily at this time, our bodies are rewilding, our bodies are waking up like the creature that knows to come out of hibernation in the spring, like the ocean that allows itself to be pulled by the tide, like the mother that knows something auspicious is happening when she's pregnant, like the animals that know to move away from the shore when a tsunami is coming. Our beings just know that now it's time to wake up. So on all different levels that's happening. And as I've said, this is happening profoundly for millions all across the planet. The body is waking up, the body is decolonizing itself. And this is part of the reason why so many of us have been called to trauma healing, to things that get us back in touch with what we feel, to rewilding, to menstrual cycle awareness, to all of these kinds of things. For many of us, there isn't a conscious awareness of why what's happening in our bodies is happening. But there's things like chronic illness, chronic fatigue, pain, strong emotion, sudden new desires to live in a new way, to come home to who we are, to quit our jobs, to align with something that will feel better, to find new relationships, to slow down, to no longer be okay with feeling pain or discomfort or just disconnection from who we really are. So there's been this, to some degree, silent but very somatically loud revolution happening already, as I said, in the bodies of millions. But when these sacred millions of bodies, particularly in the West, take themselves to a doctor, the doctor, with its well-meaning, conditioned lens, can only say, "You're unwell. There's something wrong in your body." And it's so important that the truth be broadcast on dozens and hundreds and thousands and millions of channels now, so that those who need the truth, just like the pregnant and birthing mother needs the truth, this hurts, but something important is happening. This hurts, but this is wonderful. This hurts, but you're doing something incredible. This hurts, but you're moving towards your highest good. You're one of your wonderful manifestations in this lifetime as a mother. She needs to hear that. She needs to be reminded of that, because her nervous system is going to be panicking. And so at this time, all of the millions of beings, and it is largely women, but it's not only women, need to hear your body is awakening. Your body is doing something wonderful. Your body is coming out of functional freeze. Your body is becoming the kind of body that is needed on the planet right now, partly and largely for your joy, for your health, for your softening, for your coming back to who you truly are, to your heart, to your womb, to your integrity, to living your soul in this lifetime. And also for the greater good of humanity. So you are on the path of the highest good for yourself, your highest incarnation, and the highest good for all. And what you're doing, thank you so much, is so needed. It is so needed by the children that are here and the children that are coming. It is needed by the trees, the oceans, the plants. It is needed by the systems of our society that are needed to be rebirthed. Because as you reconnect to your heart, your womb, your belly, your soul, your hands, your sensitivity, your cyclicity, your softness, your need for rest, your need for self-care, your need for joy and play, and to align with who you really are, you are allowing through the knowing of nature, the knowing of all that is. And so you are going to be birthing new structures, new ways of doing things, new inventions, new ways of being, new channels of love for our world. And whether you bring this through by becoming a great inventor, by becoming a coach, by becoming a politician, or simply by sitting silently in your living room, journaling, listening to your heart. It doesn't matter how you do it. Even when you sit still in your home, even when you go silently to the supermarket, the vibration of your being will vibrate out to the people around you. And whether they can articulate it or not, they will know there's a portal there. That person is something else. That person is living in another way. I can feel the vibration of their heart. And whether for a moment in their day or for the rest of their lifetime, they'll be changed by coming in contact with you. And so it's vital. It's vitally needed. And the suffering is okay. A part of me wants to say over and over to myself, to my own body, to my clients, to my loved ones, to the people across the world for who this journey can be confusing and even painful. I want to say, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that this hurts. But it's the same sentiment that we would say to a birthing and pregnant mother. I'm so sorry that your ankles are swelling. I'm so sorry that you can feel confused and at times feel lost to who you used to be. I'm so sorry that this hurts, but in a way, those words are inadequate. I think that I don't quite have the right words yet. Maybe we just don't have the language yet to language this. And in a way, I don't want to say I'm sorry. I just want to say, please trust that you're where you need to be. Please know that this pain is going to pass. And also, please know that the more you allow yourself to take time every day to come to the knowing of your soul and your heart and your womb, to allow yourself in whatever way. And this is the main guidance that's been coming through for me, both for myself and what I'm here to support my clients and the thousands and the millions who are going to work with me in my lifetime, is part of your mission right now is to do whatever you need to do in any and all ways every single day to reconnect to your soul's knowing, to step out of these belief systems that are old, that have come through the fear-based ideas of our world, that will keep you small, that will keep you thinking you're broken, you're sick, you're inadequate, because you need rest, because your body hurts, because you need other things, because you're called inwards, because sometimes you feel too sensitive to be out in the world. There is nothing wrong with you. Your body is changing and your body is so needed, just as she, he, or they are. And it's so important that you do anything and everything you can do every day, that it is your priority to come to your heart, to come to your soul, first thing in the morning, to take time to exhale and release and breathe away the belief systems that are keeping you stuck, that make you say, oh, there's something really bad happening today. I think maybe I just need to sink into a hole and lament the fact that my body means I can't work 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours today, that my body means today I can't do that big, wild external adventure, because just for today, your body is perfect in how he or she or they are, and she is doing something really important. And so it's really important that you allow yourself to know that. And so you prioritize, yeah, releasing the fear and coming to your soul's knowing, whether that means meditation, whether that means re-listening to this recording, whether it means going to other written or visual or audio things that you'll listen to from your favorite teachers, your favorite coaches, your favorite guides, that get you back in touch with that bigger knowing, the knowing that comes through from the sacred sites, from the earth, from the waters, from the trees. So maybe for you, it's taking time every day, and especially in the morning, to be with nature, whether that's going outside, being with the trees, or if you can't do that, listening to recordings of bird songs, putting your body in the shower and feeling the water on your hands, getting back in touch with the elements. There may be other ways that you find coming to your body. It's always and only about getting back in the vortex. So we're always talking here about throughout and first thing in your day, asking your body, what is the next thing I need to do which is going to feel like love? What is the next thing that I need to do that's going to feel like even 1% more betterness? Feeling, not what you always used to do, going to the caffeine or hitting your to-do list. No, what will feel best to you, right? Whether that's gentleness, whether that's vigorous shaking, whether that's nourishing breakfast, whether that's regulating your nervous system, hands on your heart space, giving yourself a hug, a gentle bath with lavender, some tea, calling your favorite friend who gets you back in the vortex and reminds you who you are, putting on your favorite piece of music, coming onto the WhatsApp and having a conversation with me, when you're coaching with me, whatever it might be. Our most important priority at this time is to come back into loving alignment with our souls so that we feel empowered, so that we remember who we are, so that we're coming back to our soul's path that reminds us we're exactly where we need to be. Our body is in this sacred process, and all is well.